Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Star's End. I'm host 2005 Guy Road 2. Sorry, I had a little bit of a problem with my drawer there for a sec. Okay, so the reason why we're in here today is because somebody asked a question on the forums earlier, asking about rotation on placeables in the world. Now, last time I checked, it was the scroll wheel on the mouse. However, apparently this person is zooming in and out. So we're going to have a little bit of a look around. So later on, you'll see the time lapse that got us to this point. The reason why it's a time lapse is because I had something else running in the background belonging to somebody else on YouTube. And because I don't want copyright hits or anything like that, we're just going to leave that as time-lapse. The reason why we're currently in this game and not on the SVN or anything else is because the SVN is not up and running. The reason why the SVN is not up and running is because they are still putting the game together in code format. Basically recreating the entire game, but slightly different, with an offline mode, which needed to be done from scratch. And because of the upgrades to the Unity engine to almost the latest one, it had to be redone again from scratch, making the work that one of the main programmer and myself helping with some of the data entry of the new system obsolete and had to be redone again. So it was a bit of an annoyance for that programmer himself as well, because I want to help get this out there for everyone. And I've just found a nice little bug just now, which you guys will see at the end of the initial time-lapse. It's only a small bug, but it's weird, not supposed to be there at all. So we're going to look at rotations, where we're going to see what the heck's going on, and so on. Now, you guys might know from past videos that when it comes to the sleep deprivation of my character, I completely ignore it, and you can expect later on a red line saying your character is tired, you need to have sleep. At the moment, sleep deprivation on the character still doesn't do anything. All it does is remove your stamina, but if you're overweight in the weight compartment like we are, then it's a moot point. Even crafting a bag at this point is a moot point. So it's just one of those things. And what I'll do is I'll get rid of the player guidance, because we've played this game so many times now. You really don't need that one currently. So let's drop that one. Now, apparently that player guidance was via a little notes that we could buy in the shop on the ship, which you guys will see. And I went, wait a minute, I don't recognise that note. Let's get it and see what it is. And I thought maybe it was something that we had to read on screen, but no, it turned out to be that. So yeah, I was a little bit confused at that note. But that said, there seems to be a couple of changes here and there that I didn't see last time. It's probably because there were a couple of things in there that we didn't see because we've just followed the player guidance and stuff. So if you completely skip the player guidance because you know how everything works, there are a couple of hidden things here and there which we found out during that time lapse. So that said, we're going to continue with a small time lapse in order to get on that a little bit further. But as to why it's taking so long for the updates to come out, let's say the new version of the game, and at this point I will have to say it will be a new version completely. because the whole thing's being done from scratch. With an almost the latest version of Unity. It's the 2020 version of Unity, not the 2021 version of Unity. Let's face it, all these programs are very expensive. Luckily enough, because they're still under a certain amount of people and the game is not valued at over $100,000, I can get away with using the free version because I'm not a developer as such. I'm just using it to test the game. So what I'm using is the trial version, and when you go about activating it, you have to answer a questionnaire, and if you answer it the right way first time, there's no issues. So I actually had to ask the developers, what are the answers to all these questions, because I don't know. So did that, and everything's up and running. But as usual, I have lots of trouble with the current version of Unity. It's just not working properly for me, so I don't know what the heck's going on. It could be my system. Maybe there's a piece of hardware that I use that Unity really doesn't like. Heck, it could just be my BT broadband provider. I used to have Virgin Media broadband, just a normal standard one like everyone else, which didn't have a stable IP. This one is BT broadband with a stable IP. Maybe that's the whole problem of it. But as we all know, VPNs and stuff, if you do want an unstable IP using a VPN, the game does not work if you use a VPN. I mean, at all, because of something called PUN, something network. I won't go through what the abbreviation is because I don't know. I don't like abbreviations. If something is called something, I want to know what it's actually called. If it's just called something by an abbreviation, I'll use the abbreviation, but just don't ask me what it's called. But another spanner in the works as to what's going on in the background. I won't give you all the details, but let's just say that there is the main programmer, which is in a VA. Apparently that's some kind of hospital in the US for people that have fought in the American wars and stuff like that. I won't pretend to know what it is exactly because, let's face it, I'm from the UK. But what I've seen in group chat is not nice. And yeah, that is a big spanner in the works because he's one of the main programmers. Now, I don't know how it's going on with the others because they haven't put anything in there. The only one that I see on a one-off basis is, let's say, the lead developer and also occasionally somebody else that plays the game that's also got linked into the group chat, the testing chat. I'd like to say to the dev, as well as you guys may want to actually just go and say, we wish you all good luck. We definitely want to see the game come out to full release and everything else. Definitely want to see the upcoming update, but their health is at the moment more important than the game. That's my. I don't know if that's just my opinion, but at the moment I would say health over speed. The virus that's going about is an nasty thing, and it's not just the ones that haven't had the needles yet. There's lots of controversy about the needles. everyone is pushing it, but they don't know what the real side effects are. They won't tell anyone what the side effects are. You have to hear it from word of mouth from people that have actually had the freaking side effects, heart failures. It's really nasty, guys. I would not trust those needles, not as far as I could throw Bill Gates. There's a lot of nasty things going about. I've always had this standoff approach when it comes to needles. Because of my past experience and the PTSD that I'm suffering from it. I won't go anywhere near anything that's got needles. And when I used to work at a recycling centre in stacking the cardboard inside of the cardboard container, having somebody drop a whole bag full of needles right behind me, I went white, and I was having lots of trouble getting words out of my mouth to ask for help. It was not a nice feeling back then. It's definitely not a nice feeling right now. And seeing thousands of people having nasty side effects of these drugs that are being pushed on everyone. And let's face it, they are drugs. They are not classed as what they are currently classed. The only reason why they're classed as what they're currently classed is because they had to change it in the dictionary. Up until, what was it, 13 months ago, it was still classed as a drug, and definitely not what it's classed right now and what they're pushing it as. But all I can say is go to your doctor, ask for their opinion on your circumstances, your allergies, and everything else. And above all, it has to be your choice. Don't let them force you into anything stupid like what's currently going on, and their illegal behavior. Just go with your gut feeling. If you're against it, just go with the gut. Go by instinct. Don't get yourself put into a corner and then just take it, not knowing that it's good or not good for you. And now that they're forcing it on kids, I just hate to think what's going to happen. I've seen the documents of what was planned, but this is whole yeah. All you have to see is just what goes on in a certain country that's currently repeating history. The only thing is the names are changing, and the scapegoats are changing. Initially, the scapegoat was those that had, let's say, a J as a race. Now it's people that have not had the needles that are having the same misfortune as the Jays in the 1920s, 1950s. So my heart goes out to everyone that's out there that's actually had these needles, those who have not had needles, and let's just hope that the devs themselves pull through all this BS and hopefully can get the game out there for everyone. With that said, let's get back into the actual video. I know I've talked about lots of things that I probably shouldn't have, and I'm hoping that I'm not stepping on anyone's toes, putting words in their mouths or anything like that. But let's actually get on with the game itself and see what we can do, and see if we can find out this problem that this other player's got. Now, for those of that have trouble creating a crew, I do have a crew at the moment. I can delete the crew, delete crew. I can create a new crew, I think. Just have to make sure that it's not something that somebody else has already had, because if it's something that somebody else has already got as a crew on the server, then of course you can't create it. So there you go, 1 out of 50 members. Let's see if anyone else is currently online. Okay, so we're online and one of the devs is currently running in the background. That's basically what that is. Okay, so that said, as you can see, our sleep is at 0 and our energy is going way down. And it's just going to say we're out of stamina, we're tired, we need sleep, stuff like that. Oh, it looks like chat's moving. Looks like Mac is online, so that's nice. Okay, so that said, let's carry on to the point that we can start building and then see if the rotation keys have changed. Okay, that's weird. It's supposed to require the distillery to make the energy drink, and yet we were able to make the energy drink. I'm just going to quickly let Mac know about that because that's not right. Okay, my sound card's not working properly again, and that means that there's 2 sound cards that are now completely faulty. Yay. Okay, yeah, for some reason the bear sounded like it was way over there. Okay, so there's a bear here. Let's put down near one of those oil drums if we can. Oh crap, I forgot. Ooh, we need to go to the other one first, get some of that stuff that's in the tough height. Because that's needed for the marker. I completely forgot about that. It's been a while since I played. Please forgive me. Okay, it looks like we've got another problem one. So apparently there's some sulfur supposed to be there at 67.4 meters. And right here, basically. There's nothing here. Let's see, can I remember off my top of my head what the ghost mode's code was? Granted, the code that I'm about to type in will not work for everyone else. It will only work for developers, moderators, and game managers, I think they're called. So let's have a little look. Yep, it's underground. Okay, that's not good. Now if we could get freaking coordinates up, that would be nice too. Oh, maybe if I had the oh crap, now I have to remember what the key binding was to release us from ghost mode. I think it was bingo. Okay. Yeah, it's not a command, it's something else. Okay, so the horse is there. How far is that? Okay, now if we can. If we go underneath, does it say how far away? Yep. So if I do print screen now, and to release, there we go. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly upload that one, and I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, let's continue. Okay, there we go. So I think this will do as a good location start. Now, I was just wondering, can we place this without putting down a claim? No, we can't. So what kind of range do we have if we make a claim block? Because we're going to need some oil later. And because we know of a bug, basically there is a bug in the game when it comes to the oil barrels and stuff. And we just don't want to hit that one currently. That's weird, I can't see the circle around us. Last time I could have sworn I saw that. In that case, let's put it right next to one of these drums, because that way we can put we're not getting too close to the ship, are we? Must be some other reason why we can't put the claim here. I can't put it could be the oil drums. Then again, we could always make some oil drums later. So we'll just have to temporarily put up with that bug, or we can actually bypass the bug through normal means without having to use the dev commands. So we might as well do that. And yeah. Okay, so let's put down the claim. Need to build on flat surface. Well, that's flat. And yeah, that punching animation when we're placing stuff, that's a bug carried over from Unity. I used to have that a lot during testing in Unity or through Unity. So that's a bug that's carried over from there. Okay, so crafting. You want to go to build mode. Now, can we build that in our inventory? Yes, we can. We only need the one, so let's do that. And that's basically the way around it. What do we need for that thing? We require the advanced assembly bench, 5 crude oil, and 4 brackets, 12 nails, and 10 scrap. Okay, so we should be able to do that. We just need the plastic to make bottles. But then again, we can buy the bottles. That will probably be a lot easier that way. So that said, let's place down the concrete slab. If it will let us. Now rotate. There we go. Mouse wheel. So yeah, it's definitely the mouse wheel. So I don't know why the other person couldn't rotate. There we go. Nice flat surface. Okay, let's make a actually let's put these down and rotate with the mouse wheel. Oh, it's 7:51, so yeah, it's starting to get quite noisy out there now. So sorry if that's coming across over the microphone, guys. Normally when I do the recording I start at 12 midnight, but lately, because my hours are all over the place, I mean that in a literal sense, so at the moment I've been doing things a bit later and later and later, because of yeah, I only have about 4 hours sleep on a normal day. However, this weekend I've actually had a couple of 6-hour night sleep episodes. So yeah, there is that. They look a bit bigger than usual. Okay, so let's make a workbench. Yep, we can definitely do one of those. And we want one of those. We also want one of all the others, and for some reason we could bypass the distillery for the energy drink. Well, I've already put down a ticket for that, saying that that's not right. And later on, I'll be able to clip that for the devs and upload it straight to them, so they can see it for themselves. And then when the programmer is available, maybe you'll be able to temporarily patch it or something. I don't know. Hopefully. But then again, like I said in the picture that I've uploaded for the ore, that's in the wrong place. That's all going to be a moot point when the update goes live. At least live for testing, and then live once all testing has been completed and no major issues have been found. Of course, if major issues are found, it goes back to a couple steps back where they have to fix those issues, and then next batch of testing, and then if something else is wrong, then that gets fixed, and so on and so on until it's all right, until most real horrible bugs are done. It gets released to everyone else. If anyone else finds any bugs, please just note it. We'll relay it straight to the devs if they can't see it. We'll double check, make sure that we can actually find those bugs, and then with our help in real time, we can have the devs pinpoint where exactly that is, because they can basically home in on our number through Steam, or when we're on the SVN server, they can basically somehow see us. Don't ask me how to explain how it happens. I'm not a programmer, so I'm not sure how you do it. But it's something down that road, and that actually helps them pinpoint where exactly the problem is. Of course, if it's through Unity, we've got the codes that Unity generates to say this is a problem, then they can actually find it out that way. So that said, let's get back on to building, and yeah, like we just demonstrated earlier, the mouse wheel is definitely the rotate key. You can't use R to rotate, so I don't know what's going on there, but it's definitely the mouse wheel. The mouse wheel does zoom in and out by the look of it, but if you only do the backwards one, then it's quite literally midpoint. But yeah, it does zoom in and out as well by the look of it. So that is a bit weird, and definitely an issue, and I'll definitely raise that up with them. Okay, so that's pretty much straight. Wonder, actually, let's pick that up again. Oops, X, not F. Okay, so we pick that up. Let's go first person view. Place. No, it just rotates. It doesn't really do zoom in and out. So first person view, you definitely won't have any zooming issues. But yeah, the only problem that you have either way is that swaying motion. It'll be nice if they put a small pause on the swaying motion when you're actually putting stuff down. Yeah, that swaying motion not only tends to make everyone sick, but it's extremely irritating when you're placing down blocks or benches. So yeah, there is that little issue still. But yep, it's definitely the mouse wheel. So I can definitely confirm it to the person, and when this video goes up live, I can also show it to them, which is the main reason why this video is going up. Okay, so with that said, yeah, we need the other benches, and that's going to cost us a bomb, because we need to fork out quite a lot for that. But first things first, let's get some food going, because we're running out. We do have the eggs, we do have 2 raw meat, we have some salt. However, we're going to save that salt so we can make some plastic later. And then we can make the ship later. We do have some empty bottles, so we can fill that up later on as well. Speaking of bottles, water is at 45, 85, 100. And where's the eggs? We've run out of boiled eggs. So we've run out of all the cooked food. Okay, so where is... Oh, please don't tell me... Oh, phew. I was about to say, please don't tell me we left the campfire where we left it. Okay, so let's do a little bit of fishing. Ooh, attach bait. Now, I think they're going to add some kind of mini game to it, but I'm not sure, so please don't quote me on that. Okay, we got an electro trout. Okay. Yeah, if they could add it so that we can actually see a floater and then yank it when we get a catch, and then see the fish coming in while we're reeling it in, that would be quite nice. So I'm not sure what their plans is for when it comes to the whole fishing bit, but let's hope that more things get added to it. You got a glue cup, okay. Let's put this rod in there, as well as a couple other things, like the hooks, oops, the shovel. Okay, so let's go to provisions. There we go. We need a blade. Can we make a blade? Tools. Survival. Blade. Nope. Components. Nope. There's the oil bottle. Requires 1 plastic, but that's definitely not cost effective, that's for sure. So I wouldn't recommend that at the moment. I'd recommend buying them instead. Okay, so we're going to have to buy a knife. Okay, well, up to Clayton it is then. Looks like the sun is about to set. Actually, we should be able to get a knife in the survival shop in the spaceport. Let's do that, it's definitely a lot closer. Whoops! That came out of nowhere. Okay, something doesn't look right about that ship up there. Why do people always leave their horses right in the front of the door? Being a tester has its advantages. We can just jump on everyone else's vehicle. Okay. Wrong one. This one. Okay, lighter, compass. We can afford a compass. Let's do compass. Machete. Let's have one of those. Let's sell that. Okay, that should do. Now we can slice and dice our fish. There we go. Now we can cook it as well. Is it working or not? It's working, but the flame isn't working again. Okay, so that bug is back. Let's see, we want hearty stew. And we want to do the fillets. And the eggs. Okay, so I'm going to have to leave it there for the moment, guys. So if you've liked what we've seen so far, please leave a like. If you didn't, please let me know why in the comments below. Also, if you're not subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button to help the channel grow. And the little bell icon and select all to get notified when the next video or live stream goes out. Thank you all for watching, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed the video, and I will enjoy the future videos as well. Bye for now.